going through high school and how the climate was, and now you can think of what they're undefeated. They've dropped like 77 points in like 4 games, I think. 4 different games they dropped 77 in their homecoming. Like, they are out here destroying people with homegrown talent, which is why just hearing that kind of got me even more excited about the next couple of guests that I'm locking down for community conversations. Because when you hear from these high school coaches and they talk about some of the things they've been through, you got to understand there's a lot that they don't tell you. Like, there's a lot you don't see, you don't hear about. But people who are close enough to the program, they know what they deal with. And you got an era of transfers and everybody moving everywhere, and cats with people paying for people to go to all these other high schools, and as I've said before, the best football players, the best athletes are all in the inner city, because that's where all the poverty and struggle is, and they produce elite results and have no resources. So imagine if you actually gave them resources. Wow, the things they would do with it. So yeah, I'm excited about what's coming down the pike, what I got planned, and yeah, I'm in a good headspace. So that helps. I hope everybody else is, and I hope y'all all find peace, because in case you didn't know, there's only like 3 months left in this decade, and yeah, I feel old now. Like, really old. Actually, no, it's October. Oh, there's 2 months left in this decade. Congratulations.
Woo. So, for me, pretty much, I just wanted to say, I don't know what the fuck I was going to say. But yeah, last week I went to my homecoming game. It was about the 4th time I've been back to my alma mater, Eleanor Roosevelt High School. It was great. Our 10th season since we were last there. Saw our old defensive coordinator, who is now the athletic director, basically still breaking down the exact series that cost us our final playoff game, which resulted in Chaparral essentially going on to win the title. He actually remembered all the players' names, who caught what, who missed what onside kick. We went over that whole PTSD. Saw some of the other guys I played with from my class. We reminisced about playing Centennial and the PTSD that Valtez Burfict gave us all and all that sort of stuff. So it was really great. But most of all, it's funny because, like, people really don't change. Like, yeah, they change a little bit, but they don't at the same time. It's like seeing these guys, like, they still dress exactly the same as they did at high school. Just, I mean, obviously different, but, like, you know, the people who wear brands still wear brands. The people who just like shit still just like shit. Like, how they stand is the same. Like, the mannerisms, how they talk. Like, it's literally felt like yesterday. And just being there, like, the team is whatever. I think they're like 500 maybe, trying to will their way to the playoffs. But they're not anything exceptional. They only got a couple guys who probably even warrant a look. But to see all that, despite all that, they still had a completely packed stadium, the home side. Student section was fully rocking and going, which we didn't really have because we were a new school. Like, I literally was there at that school when now there's, I think, 4,800 kids. When I started there was 1,800 kids. Half the campus was open. Now they just opened a multi-million-dollar STEM building on our very practice field where we used to hit Big Bertha and move sleds and move tires. And, like, I literally walked by that building and was like, I used to get hazed there on that exact field where that new STEM building is. But, yeah, it's crazy just to really meet those guys and remember when we all started as a bunch of misfits from middle schools all across Southern California and Norco and Corona and Chino Hills washouts, and we all got together at a park in a suburb, and literally a park field that had horrible sewage that was always muddy, and we were just out there practicing in white tees because we didn't have spirit packs. We didn't have our logos printed on anything. Literally just white tees, blue shorts, out there practicing, to now this point where we're coming back and we're reminiscing on all these great times we had, on this culture we built, on this new great student section, on the fact that they just did a whole deal with Adidas on the fact that they've got all these sponsorship stuff going. So it's like the program itself, the culture around it is all built and it's going, even if the team isn't as good as we were or really should have been. I mean, every time I look back on it, like 20 D1 players, it's crazy. Like the fact that we didn't win a ring was crazy. But yeah, man, just thinking back to that, and it's really the first time that I really like failed at something. It's the first time I really like succeeded or believed in myself. It was the first time that I was really ever a part of something, and just seeing it all come full circle and seeing all the respect I got from them, the respect I got from staff members, from security guards, from janitors. It's like all that stuff people tell you about carrying yourself the right way and treating people a certain way, like it's true because you see it. Like you like people just look at me different because I do move a certain way, and they remember me and they remember what I did. And I wasn't that good. Like I almost started like 7 games, like, but I had an impact. Full week, been trying to stay busy, I've been trying to stay busy, but also at the same time trying to stay balanced because basketball season's starting and I'm going to get even more busy. So I'm trying to enjoy whatever little in-between time I have. And that's why I love this podcast so much, because this is like the only time I literally focus on one single thing. Like in my whole week, the only thing I concentrate on when I'm here is talking. And like, I don't think there's a 2 or 3 hour block in my whole entire week where I'm only focused on one single thing. And even that, I mean, is hard because it's like I'm trying to talk and trying to share on social media and trying to fucking, promote it and all that stuff. But it's really great just to have this space to come in. And like, man, like even those guys, they were telling me, they're like, I fuck with you because you always been a Raider fan. Like as long as I've known you, you've always been a Raider fan. Like you've always been talking sports. He's like my dude Bob, who went to Texas Tech. He lives in Dallas now, but he's like, yeah, man, I listen to your podcast like once a month. He's like, I fuck with it. He's like, it's cool, it's different. But like, I didn't even know he listened to it. Like, he don't be like really liking our shit. But he the only reason why I knew he actually listened to it was because he was talking about you. He was like, you and your homie are always talking shit. It's like it reminds me of all this shit we used to talk back in the day. But yeah, man, I'm rambling, so I'm just gonna toss it to Serve.
Serve.
I don't have much to say.
Probably getting them enchiladas.
Yeah. I'm gonna get to that. But yeah, I missed last week. I'm pretty sure you guys really didn't miss much. It still took a long time for me to
last week's show was kind of weak.
Decompress and I'm still like I'm finally coming back and I'm here. Like, as you guys know, I was traveling. I have been taking some time to do my activities.
You finally are in the realization that you're back in bum ass America.
Yeah. Like it was hard. It was definitely hard, especially like when I came back, because it was just like, not saying it was so much, but to just come back and just be like, oh shit, now I gotta get back to the real shit. It was a good trip because it was like my brother said, it was a reset, and like now I'm able to kind of really focus on what I'm trying to do, because I feel like, especially I felt so bad not being here last week because I've already been gone for so long and I feel like I have so much to do and catch up on. So it's just like trying to bounce back on, to the States now. But other than that, I'm getting back on my groove. I'm happy to be here. I'm gonna give them their enchiladas and their brownies as a makeup. So hopefully
we will not be eating them in the studio. Don't worry.
Don't worry. I got them wrapped up. Ready.
We'll go to the room on the side.
But
because we don't want. Yeah, definitely.
But yeah, I'm just rambling on.
I know what you're gonna say, and I'm glad you didn't say it.
Me?
No, him.
Oh.
Thank you, Pete.
I guess thanks for tuning in. I'm gonna see you guys next week. Yeah.
Oh yeah, well screw you guys, I'm going home.
Yeah.
And on that note, this is Touchdowns and Tangents. We thank you for listening. Shout out to X Squad affiliates. Shout out to FBC Radio. Shout out to the Good News and the Good News Sports. Game night's going down tomorrow. If you're in the LA area,
Star
check
Hookah.
it out. Everyone's invited. Star Hookah. Pull up for games
Are
and
we
costumes.
going to that Halloween thing?
That's tomorrow. That's
That's what you guys were just
I
talking
picked
about.
up a shift at
So-
work, so I'm not going to be there tomorrow.
So, are
But
you going? Because me and my friend were trying to figure out. My roommate, she's like, is your podcast going? I was like, I don't know. They weren't saying anything. They don't ever talk to me. So